Hi. So, all right, just to give you an update on what's going on with me, I'm fucking dressed for prison right now. I'm dressed for jail. Because what happened is that these police officers came over, wasted my time as usual, even in the face of evidence, like I knew they would do. And then as soon as they left, like 10 minutes after they left, these motherfucking spawns of hell, or one of them, I don't give a fuck which, decided to start saying, get out, no, shut the fuck up. Now they're going to say to the police that I made threats. Listen, I'm dressed for jail. So you should know that I'm ready to make good on those motherfucking threats. I'm not fucking playing. Okay? But before I go to jail and before anything happens to me like that, I've got to wait for the police force to fucking pull their finger out of their ass, or mental health to pull their finger out of their ass. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to show you some evidence of the police. You know, as it turns out, I actually did record my conversation with the police. I forgot I'd actually done that. But I did record my police conversation from the 21st. And I recorded them visiting me from the 24th. So I'm going to play the police visit from today first. I basically screamed at that police officer after everything went down. I said, listen, you do something or I'm going to do something. It's as simple as that. I'm not discussing it. I'm sick and tired of fucking talking. You understand? So I'm going to show you this evidence right here of the police visit. And yeah, they were here for 10 minutes, 40 seconds. So I'm going to play that for you now. Hi.
Hi there, is this Fabian?
Yeah.
Hi there, my name's George, this is Rob.
Yeah.
So we're here to talk about the report that you've made to us.
Yeah.
Walk us through what that's about.
Well, basically, there's been harassment going on for the last few months. The last time the police were here, One second. I've got to turn this. I've got to pause this. I'm too angry to think. I still want to I'll kick the mother's fucking ass. I want to kick the adult's ass. Every single adult that ever raised them fucking spawns and brought them into the fucking world. They all need their ass beat. I don't even fucking care no more. I'm sorry. Let me just replay the fucking recording. I didn't have any evidence.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I wasn't trying to get evidence. I was trying to do a live reading. And there was noise pollution going on from above me. Now, a few weeks beforehand, the mother said that she was going to cause noise disturbance during one of my lives in order to get to me. I don't have proof of that, but I do have proof of disturbance during my readings. I've got to get the video up now.
Okay.
So this is basically harassment. It can't count as noise disturbance because the time it took place is not outside sociable hours, but it was harassment because, you know, they knew I was doing a reading live. They've seen my videos. They knew I was doing a reading at 11 o'clock. And I think about an hour or so into the reading, that's when they started playing music from upstairs. They knew what they were doing.
Begins, everybody likes Scorpio. Good job, man. Listen.
So hold on. So it starts from here.
You'll get it.
What I have to do that was a really good reading.
Right.
Turn it up really, really loud because there's noise cancellation on the phone. So it doesn't pick up things very well. So let me just get this up now. This is me showing. I'm going to have to put the Bluetooth on. It's very faint, admittedly, even with the headphones on now. Alright. So it starts round about here. Like I said, you can't hear it very well. But it was pretty loud when I was... So I'm going to have to turn this all the way up. Pause the washing machine. Alright.
So it starts at the latter half here of this reading for Scorpio.
Sorry, it's not a scarf.
Scorpio.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on a sec.
The reading is heavy shit. And I feel, hey Leo, how's it going? Like you just, that you managed to take this situation in which everybody's good book, Scorpio. Like you end up kind of being, by the time April ends, you're in everybody's good books.
All right, so you can hear it very, very faintly in the background, but there is real loud music directly above me while this is playing. It's very faint though.
And you end up kind of being...
Sorry, picking it up secondhand. It's not going to do it. You're not going to get it secondhand. You have to listen to the tape itself, and even then it has to be cranked up high, and even then it's very faint, so it's tricky. Where was I?
I can hear it kind of, yeah.
Alright.
Kind of reached a crescendo. This is the sort of rumbling in the background when it picks up on the phone, but it was pretty loud in real life. It's kind of reached a crescendo at this reading right here for Taurus.
So, Taurus.
That's from upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can hear it kind of, yeah.
Alright. So, let me turn up this music a little bit louder. Hold on. I don't want the music to overtake.
You see the footsteps there? Yeah.
So, let me turn up this music a little bit louder. Hold on.
They
I
turned
don't
it.
want the music to overtake the reading, Taurus. Sorry, let me just get this to an acceptable. Okay. That should
The thing is, they turned it up even louder when they saw I wasn't stopping the reading.
be alright. Okay, so Taurus, this is for Kritika, Rohini, and Mrigashira. How's it going, Taurus? Okay, let's read the notes for you. It says, okay, put a double...
Yeah, so that's my evidence, basically, of the noise disturbance that was going on. But once again, it doesn't really count as noise disturbance because of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely counts as harassment because she said she was going to do that. They've been trying all kinds of different things to get me upset, and I don't understand why. Because if it's to get me out of the flat, they already had all the evidence they needed. If it was to section me, I tried to section myself last year just to get away from them. They already had what they wanted, so the fact that this is still continuing months later, something's wrong. I'm trying to get through to the landlord so that I can leave the property. The only way I can see this playing out is if I leave or it escalates. That's literally the only way I can see it.
They were fucking warned. Listen, I've called them multiple times, said there's harassment going on, even with proof they came around here and wasted my fucking time, and now they want to fucking gaslight me. They were warned. I don't put up with this shit. The amount of times I've put up with this shit before I came to Brighton, I had even worse harassment than this, believe it or not, and it lasted for a year. Before I moved into that flat, there was harassment going on again for a whole year as well. And leading up to the time where I had to actually leave that supported housing, I was harassed for over 100 hours straight. So you're damn right I don't put up with this shit from anybody. I don't care where I am, what's going on, what race you are, I will fuck you up. I don't know how long people are going to expect me to put up with this and nothing's going to be done. I'm already going through electronic torture. I'm already being killed off. You already had all the evidence you wanted. What more do you want? Why should it take you being in fear of your fucking life for you to shut the fuck up? Why?
I don't know if the police are going to do anything. You've heard the evidence. I don't know what you're going to do with that. I don't know what's going to happen. So it's either I leave or it escalates because they're not going to stop.
Okay, what is your...
And they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. I've said several times to the police, if they don't do something, I'm going to do it. That stupid little girl, that stupid little fucking... Listen. The mum should have swallowed. I swear to God. That stupid little bastard right, immediately came right above me and said, get out now. Oh, see, she's not going to do anything. The longer I don't do anything is the longer that fucking shit continues. And if it's not her, it's the son. If it's not the son, it's the adults. The longer I don't do something, and it's got to be something serious, the longer they're going to continue. Because guess what? This is a gang stalking initiative. And no, I don't care if I'm playing into their hands. I've had enough. I've had enough. Let me play this.
The situation with the landlord and sort of getting the move.
They haven't gotten back to me. I wrote an email to them saying that I wanted to leave. Now, the person at the council that normally deals with me, he's back on May the 13th. So I've tried to talk to my landlords and said, look, I want to leave now because this is continuing.
Yeah.
And what I did after I sent it to them, I waited until they got back to me. Hang on a sec.
No worries, take your time.
This is me saying.
I sent this back in, I sent this a month ago, like not a month ago because it's still April. But the last request I made for a surrender tenancy was in April the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
It is now April the 24th. I still have not heard from them. I gave them plenty of notice to say I wanted to leave. I still haven't heard from them.
So it's been a few weeks.
Right.
Okay. Who in the council is it you're emailing?
Nicholas Noonan, but he's not back until the 13th.
I wasn't supposed to
The next one.
up there, but fuck it.
Okay, so that's going to be quite a long way.
Yeah. So in the meantime, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not putting up with like 6 months of reactive abuse. It's not happening.
No.
So something has to be done. I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, the difficulty we have, obviously, there's not a lot we can do with regards to getting you a move. That is down to the council.
No, I want the harassment to stop. I don't care about the move. Like, the only reason I'm moving is because the harassment is not stopping. You can't do anything about the move, but you can do something about the harassment, correct?
Well, I mean,
You've got evidence there.
what that was there's nothing really there that we can deal with is the issue. Because obviously you've shown the video. I mean, I heard some light music in there, but obviously I heard you saying things like, let me just turn the music up and stuff like that, and there was some light music.
It's not light though. The only reason why it sounded light was because of the phone. It doesn't pick up noise like that.
As well,
Playing dumb. Let me continue.
with sounds and just sounds, you can't we can't see where it's coming from. So unfortunately, it's not us saying this isn't going to work, but if it eventually goes to court or something, then a lawyer is going to sit there and go,
sufficient.
actually, it's really hard trying to get good enough evidence to be able to push through things.
All right.
It's a hard one to go through. It's not the easiest to get, and it can be frustrating. But
No, I passed frustrating 4 months ago.
No. Somebody got to get their ass
I
beat.
completely
And it ain't
understand the
gonna be
situation,
either.
and I'm not
I've been trying
saying
to
that
keep
we
my
don't
son
believe you.
together.
What I'm just saying is, obviously, in the video.
It's not about believing or not believing. Nothing's being done.
See, in the video.
It's not about believing.
I completely understand the situation, and I'm not.
No, I passed frustrating 4 months ago.
No, I completely understand the situation, and I'm not saying that we don't believe you. What I'm just saying is, obviously, in the video.
It's not about believing or not believing. Nothing's being done.
No.
I'm getting increasingly frustrated. One way or another, this situation is going to be sorted out. I don't care how. It's going to be sorted out. I'm not even asking, because I'm not putting up with reactive abuse.
Okay.
I'm not doing it.
We can only deal with what's in front of us.
Okay. Well, I'm going to deal with what's in front of me. So
Okay.
if that's everything, I think we should cut it short because I've got a lot to do today.
Okay. That's fine.
I did until that little pissant popped off, but anyway.
Obviously, if anything further does happen, feel free to call us. Obviously, 101 or 999.
Sure.
999 if you're in for your safety.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we'll leave you to the rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right, so that was their visit. And yeah, so after that visit and after everything happened, this is what I wrote to my landlords. I'm going to cover up the names or try to cover it up, okay? Yeah, let's see. Hold on. Okay. I have just had the police visit me, and in light of evidence provided of intentional harassment, once again they have elected to do nothing. One of two things will happen. Either I will leave this property or the situation will escalate. I also warn everyone involved, police, council, and yourselves, that sectioning me or attempting to section me will only buy everyone time. It will not change my mind if this family is still here or if they still continue to harass me. You make a choice either way. I leave it to you. Now, they're not going to be in the office until the 26th. And the council is not going to be... The advisor for the council is not going to be in until May the 13th. So there's a window in which that family could fucking pop off again at me. And I'm going to have to handle that shit. So there's a window for them to exploit if that little pissant or any of that family start off again. Now, hurting the kids is just not a part of my... It's just not something that I do. I'm sorry. Like... Even with kids that are related to me, like I have a real problem with that, let alone somebody else's kids. So the kids, when it comes to physical harm of any nature, I ain't with that shit, okay? It's the adults that I want to go after. And if I was merciless enough, I'd castrate them to make sure they couldn't fucking breed again. But I'm not, you know, as much as I would love to do that, I'm not made that way. I just want to fight. I just want to fight. I just want to fight. I just want to beat somebody's ass. I just want to fight. If it escalates, then it escalates. But it's not going to escalate to life or death situations because of me unless something pops off. Unless I'm fighting and something pops off, then yeah. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this for 6 fucking months. I am not doing this for 6 fucking months. And all them adults need to be castrated before they breed again, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. I just want to fight. Sick of this shit. Sick of this shit. I'm sick of this fucking shit. Do you understand? I wanted to ask about... And the police ain't gotten back to me since that phone call where I basically screamed down the phone and said, if you don't do something about this shit, I'm going to do something about this shit. I ain't heard nothing from them since. There's sirens in the background, but I don't know if they're coming for me or somebody else. I don't give a fuck. I'm dressed for jail. Okay? I'm dressed for jail. I don't mind. But anyway, let me play the phone call recording because I did get it recorded. I forgot that I did that. Disturbance used as harassment.
Right, what's been happening?
Okay, so basically I was doing a live tarot reading, which started at around 11 a.m. On the 20th of April 2022, I said yesterday. And it was in the latter half of the reading when I was going through Sagittarius that the noise pollution started directly above me. Loud music was playing, loud singing was going on. And there are 2 things that I want to bring up. The first thing is that a few weeks ago, the mother said something about doing it during my tarot reading, and I think she was trying to say that. At the time, I think she was saying that just to get me to shout something back at her or something. But then what ended up happening quite often was that whenever I was doing any manifestation work, there would be loud noise, banging and screaming from upstairs because one of the children was worried I was going to put a curse on them because of their continual harassment against me. I'm not making this up. They were worried that I was putting a curse on them. So every time I was doing anything like doing manifestation work, or in this case, yesterday, doing readings, there would be loud noises from upstairs in order to stop me from doing the work that I'm supposed to be doing.
So how would they be aware that you were doing that at the time? Is it quite loud or...?
Well, the walls are thin and you can pretty much hear everything anyway. And the thing is that they've been watching my videos, so they knew I was doing it at 11. They knew that's when the reading starts. They also know from the multiple videos that I've done that my readings are usually at least 1.5 hours. Like, usually it's at the 2-hour mark that I finish doing a reading.
Yeah.
So they know.
Yeah, okay. So it's been ongoing for a while.
Well, yeah, it's constant harassment. It's just constant. In fact, the police was over here because I was telling them about the fact that, you know, these people have been using the N-word and stuff like that, but they're saying, oh, we can't really prove that. And, you know, on the one hand, I get that, but then they started asking me dumb questions like, how do you know it's aimed at you? So basically, I have to put up with gaslighting from police officers. You know, I'm constantly complaining to them about the harassment from these people. I have to put up with gaslighting from the police officers about the issue.
No, I wouldn't say that's gaslighting at all. They're just asking questions
Of course you wouldn't. Fuck off.
to be able to find out or see more information. The police officers wouldn't be gaslighting you. They'd just be asking you general questions.
I mean, for me, why would I call the police unless I was absolutely sure that they were calling me racist names?
Actually, this is where I've got to argue against myself a little bit here, because there have been like more than a couple of times where I've called the police and I wasn't sure. So I was sure this time, but I don't always call the police if I'm sure. Like, if I leave it, like, it has to be like at least a 50% chance that they're saying what I think they're saying. But no, that's not true. I'm not always sure. But let's continue.
And if I didn't know, you know, my own situation inside out, why would I be calling the police in the first place?
Yeah,
Surely that should come into it, right?
Yeah, no, of course. So what's the postcode of your address?
Bravo November.
All right, so yeah, so that's enough. She asked me about my postcode, so I cut it off. All right, so that's all the recordings and the info so far. Let me just turn the Bluetooth off on this. I'm still angry. I'm still incensed. Now, it's occurred to me that I could be on my time of the month because, you know, I've had my little crying session, like, you know, a few days before this. And now I'm absolutely incensed. So it occurs to me that it could be a spoke in my menstrual cycle. But even if it is, no, I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm sick of this shit. And the thing is, people want to call me crazy and this, that, and the third. And like, everybody wants me to be mad until I turn mad. You understand? Everybody wants me to be crazy in a way that is entertaining to them and to make them feel like they're worth something. But nobody actually wants to examine what that means. If somebody's crazy, why the fuck would you provoke them for 5 months? What the fuck is wrong with you? And why the fuck would you continue just because you think nobody's going to do something? What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you a sociopath? Again, I'm waiting for somebody else to pop off. I'm dressed for jail. I'm dressed for jail. I've got my studs in. I've got my hair done. So if I peel this back and I got to do a mugshot, I ain't out here looking crazy. I'm fucking ready. I'm fucking ready. I'm sick of this shit. Hold on. Yeah, baby, I'm dressed for jail. I'm dressed for jail. I'm begging one of them motherfuckers to say something. I'm begging them. So give me an excuse. Just give me one fucking excuse. One excuse. That's all I'm looking for. One.